Sportsnet East, home of the Senators.
The hard-hitting, in-your-face National Lacrosse League has expanded with teams in Vancouver, Calgary, Ottawa, Montreal, and Toronto. The net is your home for all the bone-crushing action. The season begins November 17th with the new Vancouver Ravens at Toronto. Wake up to a fresh face in the morning. Join host Hazel May weekday mornings on Sports Central AM for the latest information on your favorite home teams first. Sports Central AM with Hazel May. Weekdays on Sportsnet East.
The Hockey News leads Sportsnet's NHL coverage every Monday. We have great interviews, solid features, and of course the odd question, like when both players are 100% healthy, Nick Kypreos, who'd you rather have, Mario or Jaromir?
Well, both are great players, but I've seen the way you've sucked up to Ted Rogers, the new owner of Sportsnet here. So, you know what? I'll say I'll pick the owner of the NHL team. I'll go with Mario Lemieux because I know how grossly overpaid you are here.
Did I mention entertainment and the odd lie?
At Sportsnet.ca, there's no off-season for shopping. Just log on to the Sportsnet store in association with River City Sports and grab your favorite team's hat or jersey. Get your gear online at the Sportsnet store.
Sportsnet.ca. Be there.
"17 laps to go for Joe Nemechek in search of Winston Cup victory number 2. Driving Andy Petry's 33 car. He's led 179 of the 376 laps that we've run so far today.
And right now, Kenny Walsh was gaining. Kenny Walsh in the one car was gaining. And looked like he might catch Nemechek with about 5 laps to go. But now, Nemechek has started to stabilize that lead at about 4.5 seconds.
The two running about identical lap times the last couple of circuits around, both in the 26.3s.
And I tell you, as this race wears on, we getting near the end of the race. Visibility going in turn 1. We saw it about 45 minutes ago. We're going over to Ward Burton and see what it looks like now.
Well, that's off of 2 there, BP.
Piece of cake, right?
That's looking good there.
Looking real good. But now you go 3 and 4. Right up against that wall. This one, it gets to be a little dicey when you go down in turn 1 and start driving into that setting sun. Where'd the racetrack go? Dave Burns, what do you have to add for us?
Well, Benny, the 22 car Ward Burton, he asked his spotter to call a little bit closer. Tell me when cars are around me, just because he's having trouble seeing now going into turn 1 like that. One problem for Burton, though, is that the car behind him, Tony Stewart, said, "Hey, who are we racing?" And they told him the 22, so Stewart's trying to catch a 22 before this is all over.
Stewart running in 7th. Last car on the lead lap. Pretty strong day for Ward Burton. Took the green flag back in 25th place. If he comes up with a 6th place finish, maybe even a top 5, be a good day.
I would think so.
How he keeps from running into the wall, running that thing so high in turn 3 is beyond me. Wouldn't take much of a slip. Exceptionally clean race for Rockingham, a place where slipping and sliding is the norm, and you expect cars to get out from under a driver's control, but only 2 caution flags today. One on the first corner of the first lap when Kyle Petty and Dale Earnhardt Jr. bounced off each other, and Kyle got spun up the racetrack collecting Bill Elliott. Second caution when Carl Long hit the wall at lap 177. That's it.
That's a battle for position. Sterling Vaughn in the 40 car just passed Ricky Craven to take over the 11th spot.
Both of them 1 lap down. Big turning point in this one, lap 177, when Carl Long bounced off the wall. All of the leaders except Kurt Busch had just been on pit road for green flag stops.
And Joe Nemechek was far enough ahead when he made his pit stop. He was able to make his pit stop and come back on the racetrack and still be in the lead lap with Kurt Busch. And he had 3 other cars able to stay on the lead lap.
Yeah, the 5 cars on the lead lap plus 8 on the tail end of the lead lap after the exchange of pit stops, and that
Pressure, buddy. No pressure.
really took a lot of guys' chance to have a good finish out of the mix right there.
Well, these guys right here need a good finish.
Yeah, what a story. Oakwood Homes, the sponsor, telling Andy Petrie earlier this year they needed to get out. Financial pressures on the company. Winston Cup racing was not going to be something they could afford to continue to do. Petrie said, okay, and we'll find us another sponsor. Unfortunately for him, the economy and September 11th and everything that's happened, they have yet to secure that backing for this car for 2002.
And Chris Carey, the crew chief on the 33 car, said, you know, this team is just too good to have to break up now. I mean, we've got something good going now, so we've got to somehow try to keep it together.
Nemechek with only 3 top 10 finishes so far this season. It's been a tough year. Best finish of the season so far, a 6th in the April race at Talladega. Missed 5 races. Dover testing crash left him with pretty strong injuries. He's recovered. He's getting out of this car at season's end. He's given him everything he had today.
And Rick,
28's getting around pretty good. He's only on your tail there right there, okay? Yeah. I'm sure he'll let the 28 go and not even contest that. I just let him go on. I just let him go on.
there's no point in racing with someone that's a mile behind you.
Got a 6.4 second lead and getting bigger. Don't worry about it.
Andy Petrie.
Yeah. But the 28 car, Ricky Rudd, is trying to chase down Tony Stewart. That's for position.
Nobody coming from behind.
Andy Petrie got his first win as a Winston Cup team owner at Talladega back in April when Bobby Hamilton took the checkered flag. Remember Petrie running out onto pit road and jumping up on the hood of the car, banging the windshield in celebration. And now 4 laps to go. This is where things turned inside out for Jeff Green yesterday.
Yeah. And if the caution flag should come out, once again, I think we would see the red flag.
Only if it happened right now.
If it happened right now.
Less than 3 laps to go, it's too late. So getting to the start-finish line and not having the yellow come out's big for Nemechek.
Well, he made it.
Yeah.
Coming for 3 to go. Nobody coming.
Going to be a good day for Kenny Wallace. Going to come up with a second-place finish. So for that #1 car, a win and a second at Rockingham in 2 tries this season. Outstanding for them. Johnny Benson running 3rd. Started all the way back in 39th spot. Dale Jarrett, same thing. One of our storylines at the top of the day. Guys starting in the back, finishing in the front. How about Benson and Jarrett? DJ started in 31st.
Joe Nemechek started back in 13th.
Jerry Nadeau going to come up with a top 5 finish. He's running 5th. Looked like that car, the 18 of Bobby Labonte, was going to be a strong contender to win this one. Got up and led 2 times, middle of the race for 33 laps. But in the final laps, the middle section of the race, the handling went away about 2/3 of the way through, and he fell behind.
All the truck you want.
White flag is up. Final lap for Joe
One more time,
Nemechek.
baby. One more time around.
His 250th NASCAR Winston Cup Series start. Victory #1 came at Loudon, New Hampshire. September 1999. He was driving for Felix Sabates then. And now, November 2001. It's victory #2.
Go down, baby. Yeah.
Joe Nemechek wins at Rockingham.
Never believe. Just gotta thank the Lord for a good, safe day, man. Andy, thank you very much. That's unbelievable. Buddy, thank you for our first Cup win.
Andy Petrie Racing. First victory for the 33 car. They got one for the 55 back at Talladega. Joe Nemechek led 196 of the 393 laps today.
This could be interesting. I don't think there's much rubber left.
Don't hurt that motor, Joe. That's a good one.
I tell you what, for the more experience he has, he's pretty good at the burnout.
Who's that? His teammate Bobby Hamilton. Up there to